Girls love Beyonce. Girls love to fuck with your conscience. Girls hate when niggas go.
What's poppin'? It's your girl Custom Lie, back with another video. Today we are finna be doing something different. First of all, before I even get into it, please do not judge the appearance. If you're a hard worker, if you're a working person out there, whatever you do, you know how it is when you locked in. You look like a bum. You're not worried about how you look. You just locked in. That's good. That's a good thing, because that shows like that you actually focusing on something. You working on something. You're not worried about the miscellaneous things of life. So please do not judge me. I won't judge you or your mom. Now, at least I don't be catfishing. I'm about to be cooking breakfast. I'm pescatarian, but I only eat like mostly salmon. Not that often. I mostly just be on like a more so vegetarian diet. Not completely, cause please, some of them be going too hard. No, not all that. I still eat noodles, but yeah, well, I actually stopped eating noodles recently anyways. But yeah, so I'm about to be making breakfast. It is like vegetarian friendly. If anybody is vegetarian and want to like peep what I'm doing or whatever, the only thing I would say is you would probably remove the like yellow part of the eggs. But yeah, but anyways, but while I'm doing that, the art related part of this video, because y'all know this is an art channel, y'all just see me like put my commission shirts in the wash. I actually finished painting them, but to like, I don't know, I like made a few mistakes on it. If you are an artist who paints clothes and you're watching this, please leave me some tips down below, because that is something that I do want to get into more. I have done it before, but now I've started working with like different articles of clothing, and I'm realizing that it takes a little more for certain types of pieces or whatever. So if you have any tips on how to make that process smoother, as far as like painting on like cotton, like that was, because I painted on jeans and like jean jackets, stuff like that, that's pretty simple. But when it comes to like cotton pieces and stuff, I just feel like I'll always end up having some type of issue. So drop some comments down below or some links or whatever on how I could like get better at that. But aside from that, I just want to be a little transparent with y'all today. These are my favorite types of videos to make, because it honestly just comes naturally, and I feel like it helps me connect with my audience more, because I know that these are probably things that y'all think about or whatever, and so we could have like a little conversation about it. But today's topic is going to be, are you ready? So let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna make an omelet and some oatmeal and some red potato, like hash browns, not really, anyways, just some red potatoes. When I say are you ready, I mean that in a sense, well, like the first thing that comes to mind is kind of a little bit of what I was talking about in, what video was that? It wasn't my last video, but it was the video before last. And basically I was just saying about how like people want you to complain about when you're like busy or just really working on something. They expect you to complain. It's kind of just like confirmation that you on your stuff, like that you've been working. If they don't hear you complaining or like talking about it or like, you know, stressing about something, then they feel like, oh, well, they could feel either one or two things. They could feel like it's smooth selling for you and you just like just so successful and just like don't have no issues with anything, and like, oh my gosh, they want to be you. Or they can think like that you're not doing nothing at all. Because, like, obviously everybody's going to take L's. That's something that a lot of people don't like to be transparent about, but it's something that we all go through, clearly, because we're humans having a human experience. Everything is not going to go our way 24/7. So with that being said, if they notice that you're not, like, expressing your human experience the way that they might, then they think you're just not doing nothing. You're not having no emotion, you're not hitting milestones you should because you're not even trying, type shit. So, but with that being said, my point was, why would I sit and complain about the emotion that I prayed to God to have? I prayed to God to have these opportunities nonstop, and now that I'm getting them and I'm a little tired, I'm not going to start complaining out loud and, like, basically letting God know that I'm not thankful for, my opportunity. Not to say that if I do, like, have weary moments and I complain out loud, then that's what it means off rip, because it's not. It's just human nature to complain and talk and just make noise. But, like, yeah, I'm trying to change my mindset to where, like, I don't do that. The way that relates back to the topic of are you ready is just like, are you ready to have motion? Like, are you ready to be booked and busy? Are you ready to be tired sometimes? And when you are tired, when you do have those moments, what are you finna do? Like, are you just about to give up and be like, oh, it's not working, like, I don't feel like doing this, or I'm gonna take a break, or whatever? Are you gonna, like, essentially punk out of it? Also pertaining to the topic of are you ready? With my series that I'm currently working on, there's a lot of subject matter that's really, like, I mean, it's kind of, it's not personal in a way where, like, I don't want to share it, obviously, because then I wouldn't have made it the theme of, like, works that I'm making public. But it's personal in a sense where the meaning behind it and, like, the weight it holds in my heart type shit is very heavy, very deep. So I guess as an artist, you have to ask yourself at some point, how much are you willing to share? Because you know that, like, when you present something, you know the meaning, you know the significance, you know what you were trying to say, but obviously people are going to ask you about it. And at which point you have to give an answer. Well, you should. You don't have to, but you should give an answer, because, like, who wants to go to an art show, ask the artist about the art, and they're like, it's personal, I don't want to tell. Like, what? Like, when Razor got mad at old girl Scotty on a bus when she was trying to see her tattoo, and it's like, damn, why would you get so tatted if you don't want nobody to see it, if you don't want nobody, but at the same time, that's your body, and you, like, yeah, that's your body, that's your decision, that's your, like, that's how you feel about it. Same thing, like, with my art, and same thing with, like, probably people, like, other type of artists feel, like, from visual arts, like, music artists that go through that, who, like, you have something that you, like, maybe you're not even necessarily ready to share it with the world, but it's your form of expression. You are creating things based off of, your sentiments, your story, your background, how you feeling, what you've been through, and all that. And a part of that is, like, you want to share that with people, and that's obviously what drives your work, so it's inevitably going to be shared with people. But at the end of the day, it's like, do I want to be asked about it? Do I want to be criticized for it? Do I want to be, not criticized, but critiqued for it? Are you ready to share your feelings with the world? And I feel like, even aside from just my endeavors with art, I have to ask myself this question with, like, other things too, like YouTube, social media, Like, everybody wants to be a content creator, but at some point, you're going to be a part of your brand. Like, your story, your thoughts, your opinions, your emotions, stuff like that. Are you comfortable with sharing that with the world? Are you ready to be like under a lens, really? Depending on how far you take it. That's honestly something that I've been like trying to ask myself the past couple of days. Like, I just finished my last piece. I would have did a studio vlog for that. I don't know why I didn't. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, like, and honestly, my answer for that is yes. As far as my art, yes. Like, I'm ready to express, like, you know, what's behind everything. I'm not scared to tell people like the story behind why I made something and how I felt at the time of making it, you know, because not only is that like my form of expression I would never let nobody take from me. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody, including the devil, because I know that sometimes when I have like doubts about, oh, do I want to share this? That's most likely the devil trying to stop me from, you know, pursuing my art, from showing my art to the world, acting like it's something that I have to be ashamed of or scared of or, you know, nervous about, sad about. Like, real shit happens in life, and that drives my art. That drives a lot of artists to do what they do. They depict the real shit. It's crazy because it's all happening. It's happening to all of us. Like, I listen to Lauryn Hill's music, and I just really swear that that lady, like, literally watched my life unfold. Like, I swear she knows me. I swear she knows me. I want to meet her so bad, because when I listen to her music, it resonates with me so much. I'm like, oh, like, how does she know? And the crazy part is, not only does she know, a lot of people know. Like, a lot of people know exactly how you feel. Life is really, it's an experience that only has so many ways it can go. But it has a lot of ways, don't get me wrong, but like, we have more things in common than we think. With that being said, to me, I feel like it's important to be able to share those experiences with each other and like kind of be able to tell, like, lead each other in a better direction if you've been down a road. And just like this, like, same question I would ask myself, am I ready to like do YouTube and show like a lot of stuff to the world or whatever? Yes, because I can help like so many people. Like, even with just like, you know, I can help people with my like life experiences in general through the stories that I tell with my art. But then on the technical end of it, I can share like the process and how I get to where I'm going with, like, you know, YouTube and other social media documentation. Like, it's not always about promoting my brand. I mean, it is a lot of the times it is, especially at the stage of my business that I'm in right now. But also, it's just kind of like a log of like everything that I'm doing right now, everything that I'm working towards right now, everything that I'm doing in preparation of things. Like, and not only is it just something for me to look back on and be like, yeah, nigga, we made it, but like, also it's something where it's like, okay, so the people that's coming after you, they can have something to look at and be like, okay, like, she did it like this, or she was going through that at this time too. So like, yeah, like, and that's important for people to have in general, not just artists, not just creatives, but, you know, in general, people should feel like they can have like somebody that they can look to for getting to y'all's herbs. They do wonders. They should have somebody that they can look to for like insight, or even just a listening ear, somebody who understands. Because like I said, we really all going through more of the same stuff than we think. So being the one who kind of puts everything on the forefront and tells you how to get past certain things, through certain things, into certain things, above certain things, letting certain things go, bringing other things to life. Like, it's honestly a privilege. It's a privilege to be an artist. It's an honor to be gifted with this talent and just be able to really like speak to people in different ways, because that's what it's all about. Period. So that's really all I have to say about that topic of, are you ready? Hopefully something about this resonated with you. So there's the oatmeal, the potatoes, there's the omelet, herbal tea. And yeah, so with that being said, I hope y'all mess with this video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.